Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into a world far wilder than any delivery route map could ever show you. A world where the real obstacles aren't traffic jams, weather delays, or confusing house numbers. No, the true challenges are the unexpected guardians of our front yards. From fearless goats and hyperactive dogs to UFC-level roosters and horror movie cats, delivery drivers encounter more chaos in a single shift than most of us see in a month. This is a tribute to the unsung heroes who bring us our packages while dodging feathers, claws, beaks, barks, and the occasional jump scare. So buckle up, because what you're about to witness is funny, unpredictable, and sometimes downright unbelievable. Let the adventure begin. Our mailman begins what should have been an uneventful stop. He opens the vehicle door, perhaps whistling softly, unaware that he is about to face a creature whose determination far exceeds its size. From the shadows emerges a baby goat, wide-eyed, energetic, and seemingly convinced that its life mission is to challenge this federal employee to a duel. The goat advances with short, rapid steps. The mailman retreats instantly, instinctively reaching for the safety of his truck door, creating an improvised barrier between himself and the pint-sized challenger. The goat, delighted at this new game, prances forward as if to declare, "You may deliver mail, but today you will also deliver entertainment." Fortunately, no harm ensues. The goat merely seeks attention, companionship, or perhaps a chance to prove itself as the neighborhood's unofficial security chief. In stark contrast to the previous encounter, our next scene presents a FedEx driver who receives what can only be described as the jump scare of the decade. Standing near a porch, she performs her routine with professionalism, preparing to set down a package. Suddenly, a voice calls out, "Hey, hey, hey." At first, she believes it comes from a human, the sort of friendly warning one might hear in the suburbs. But then, emerging from behind a fence comes a creature with boundless enthusiasm, a dog who has taken it upon himself to introduce chaos into the scene. The dog charges forward, not maliciously but energetically, as though the FedEx driver has been summoned for an urgent game of tag. She leaps backward with impressive athleticism, narrowly avoiding an unsolicited greeting. Her heart races, yet her composure remains almost admirable. The homeowners attempt to reassure her. "It's okay, you're good." Indeed, the dog simply wished to play. Thankfully, both driver and package survived the encounter with dignity intact. Next, we witness an individual who faces what can only be described as a rooster with the fighting spirit of a professional cage fighter. This bird, strutting with exaggerated confidence, does not merely guard the property, it enforces the rules with strict precision. The moment the delivery driver approaches, the rooster charges with surprising force, unleashing a series of aggressive flaps and determined pecks. The driver shouts in a mixture of disbelief and frustration, Get back! Are you serious? What is this?" The encounter grows increasingly dramatic as the rooster continues its relentless assault. One might assume this confrontation stemmed from a personal grudge. Perhaps the driver offended the rooster in a previous encounter, or perhaps the rooster simply woke up that morning choosing chaos. Either way, the driver escapes with both the package and a renewed awareness of how hostile the bird kingdom can be.
Whoa, hey, get away from me!
Not all dangerous-looking creatures are large. Some are compact, fluffy, and weigh approximately as much as a bag of rice, yet carry themselves with the confidence of a legendary beast. Enter the Yorkie. This small dog, no more than a foot tall, confronts a delivery driver with the ferocity of a seasoned warrior. The driver attempts negotiation. "Come on, really? Are you serious right now?" The Yorkie is unmoved. It barks and advances with bold conviction, utterly convinced that it alone is responsible for protecting the kingdom. Eventually, the delivery driver retreats inside, apologizing as the dog continues issuing tiny but passionate threats. The owner, surprisingly, expresses more anger toward the mailman than the dog. A rare sight indeed. In another scene, a delivery driver approaches what appears to be an unassuming home. Suddenly, a dog pops into view, offering a greeting that is simultaneously adorable and startling. "Hello, mate," says the driver in a calm voice, despite the dog's jump scare entrance. The animal continues barking, not harmfully, but insistently, almost as if performing a routine security check. It may appear aggressive, yet its tail wags with enthusiasm. One could interpret the interaction as, I am required by law to bark at visitors, but please understand that I do so with good intentions. The driver respectfully continues his task, demonstrating patience and understanding. While dogs often dominate these encounters, cats are not entirely innocent. One delivery driver approaches a house only to discover a cat positioned in the shadows, glaring with an intensity usually reserved for dramatic film scenes. As the driver steps closer, the cat lunges not to attack, but to assert its dominance. The driver leaps back, startled, as though he wandered onto the set of a suspense thriller. You'd think that cat was a horror movie extra, one might remark. Despite the theatrics, the cat retreats with dignity, satisfied that it has successfully fulfilled its daily annoyance quota.
Whoa! Get back!
In regions where magpies reside, delivery work becomes a high-risk profession. One postman approaches a property on his motorbike. Unbeknownst to him, a magpie hovers nearby, evaluating its target with tactical precision. The moment the postman stops, the magpie strikes, swooping down with rapid aggression. The attack is brief but intense. The postman flails, swats the air, and attempts evasive maneuvers reminiscent of a man battling invisible forces. Bloody birds jump him every day, one might say. Indeed, magpies do not operate randomly. They act with strategy, experience, and a surprising level of audacity.
Get away! Oh God, get away from me!
Sometimes delivery drivers must think strategically, treating their interactions as mental contests rather than physical challenges. One driver approaches a gate where a dog lurks behind a fence. The dog barks with enthusiasm, believing it has cornered its prey. Yet the driver outsmarts the canine by completing the delivery from the opposite side, maneuvering the package into a safe location. The dog watches in bewilderment, outplayed by superior human strategy. In these moments, it becomes apparent that delivery work is not merely physical labor. It is a game of wits, requiring cleverness and adaptability.